I enjoy making these little model machine pieces. They're just imaginary. Make them out of the mat board. It's a little tricky because there's a grain in the mat board. One way it's kind of more rigid and another way it's flexible. I also use little ribs that I put into both sections and rubber bands as I glue them to hold them in place. As I build them, they kind of come together on their own. I just fill this part and that part and piping and I just I paint them with silver to give them the metallic look. And when I was beginning this piece, I was been wanting to do this rusty, worn out mechanical piece, but I don't think that's what the flow wanted me to do. I had every intention to do that when I started this piece, and after I finished the machine element, I started, you know, seeing how it would fit into the box that I already had pre-made for it. And when I set it in there, it just said it wants to be in the center. There was no other place to put that element. And as I put it in the center, I started thinking about it, and there was another little piece I had done several years ago of a metallic looking piece with, I liked the way the light and the shadows were in it, and I thought, I think I'm going to reproduce this. And I wanted to do it in a full circle, full symmetry. And when I put this machine piece in the center, I realized, man, that would look great in that. And put it in there in a positive, negative manner with, you know, those. Yeah, I had to put ribs in my box to form my circles with it. The paper, like I said before, the mat board doesn't bend too well, and so I used my compass and made a circle, and then I cut my ribs that you can see in the video, and I got to get my symmetry, and I can glue my boards around it to get the round, and you got to make sure everything's going to fit. Your circles, my diagrams of that I make my grid with my compass and draw in and divide everything up to where I know where the little triangles are going to go. And it's important to keep your symmetry together. You can see the lines, how I divided it. That's just done with pencil, and those will be cut out in rings, and all between those little lines is where my triangles will go. And on the back sides of those, I draw a little line so I can, when I glue them down, I can look to make sure that it's going in the right direction and everything. This piece just came together really nice. My energy was good and I felt good. I worked every day on it for 5 or 6 hours. And I just enjoyed working on the piece, and took a great deal of pleasure looking at it the few days I got to look at it. Of course, it's gone to the framing shop now. You know, the flow is God. You know, I don't see God as a human being. I see him as the force of the universe, of love and truth. And if we're all in love and in truth, I don't care what label you got on you, you know, you got it going on. And when you're in that flow and you're not working in the strength of your carnality, you know, there's a magic there, and everything just comes together. And I guess a lot of the influence of the mechanical, I worked for years hauling industrial supplies, and I went into just about every industrial complex here in the southeast and saw a lot of machinery, mechanical things, and I just always thought they looked artful. Well, I'm going back to work, folks. Keep on loving and staying the truth.